Hey there, and welcome to Your Ministry Matters. I'm Stacy Pelot with L.A.M.B.S Ministry, and I'm so glad that you've joined us today. Today's guest is Marty Wilson of Habersham County Jail Ministry. She is going to tell us all about the jail ministry and some special projects that she takes part in each year. So Marty, welcome to Your Ministry Matters.
Thank you for having me.
Good. I'm glad that you decided to come today and be with us, and I'm so ready to hear of all the good things going on in your life and how God called you to this special ministry. I know not everyone is called to a jail ministry, but you are actually the chaplain of Habersham County Jail, the detention center. And tell me how that came about for you.
Well, about 15 years ago, I was leading a small group for women, and we thought that we should do some kind of an outreach ministry, and one of the gals suggested we do jail ministry, and I pretty strongly disagreed because I had always been afraid of going into a jail. And
Really?
Anyway, eventually I got talked into trying it, and I've been there ever since, 15 years, and about a year after I started, they asked me to be the chaplain.
Okay. That's so interesting how I think the Lord does us that way sometimes. He makes us face those fears and totally rely on Him to do go to the place He's calling.
Right.
And so for 15 years, you've been going into the jail.
Yeah. And it's a real blessing.
Good,
I really love it.
Good. Now, what do you get to do there in the jail as a chaplain? What role do you play?
So I oversee the jail ministry there. I'm the liaison between the jail administration and the ministry team.
Okay.
Recruit volunteers to come in, oversee what they're doing, and then I also do direct ministry with the men and the women there, mostly the women. We have a team of, it ranges anywhere from 30 to 60 people, volunteers. Right now we're a little lower. And volunteers come in generally once a week or once every other week, and they might lead a Bible study or just pray with the inmates or whatever the Lord leads them to do. And they'll have a regular scheduled time each week, come in for an hour or two.
Okay.
And
Now, are these volunteers individuals? Are they through a church themselves? How does that work?
They have to have some kind of a spiritual covering, generally a church, so that we have, because as believers we should all have accountability.
Sure.
So we generally have teams that from all different churches. Any church is welcome to participate. Some churches have one person. Some of them have a large team of men and women that come. And our male team minister to the men and our females to the females.
Good.
We don't. I'm the only one who might do both.
Crossover. Okay. Marty, you mentioned Bible studies. Do you choose the Bible studies, or do the individual or church group bring the Bible study to you for approval? How does that work?
I don't choose the Bible studies. I really think the Lord can speak directly to other people.
Right.
I do give guidelines as far as what is appropriate. And if anybody has a question, they ask me and we talk about it. But generally, I leave it up to them what they want to do with the inmates. And we do. Some people do curriculum. Maybe I know one team right now is doing Battlefield of the Mind with the women. We've done Beth Moore studies and you name it. Over the years, just about everything has been done. And again, some people don't choose to do a structured study, and that's fine as well.
Right, because I imagine there might be a lot of turnover if the ladies there. I'm particularly sitting on ladies because I am one, so kind of my interest. But doing a program, I would think sometimes the lady wouldn't be able to finish or different
Right, we
things
have to be very flexible.
Right.
Our inmates can be there from 24 hours up to 18 months. So while, and I would say the average is probably about 6 to 9 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a little longer than I expected.
Right. Well,
okay.
we're a county, a small county, and so our court system doesn't move as quickly as a large city would. So yes, that's true. We have a high turnover, but we just go with the flow.
Right. Now, is this something optional for the inmate, or is this the study something that that you say, okay, you got to go, or how does that
No,
work?
it's always optional.
Okay,
Yeah, they are invited when our team members go into the jail. Those who are wanting to participate can participate.
right.
We don't force anybody to do anything.
But I imagine you have a good attendance
We
there.
do.
And
Most of the people
interest.
will come out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because what else is there to do, really? I mean, they're there just,
Sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in a time like that, people are vulnerable and maybe would listen. Maybe God even brought them there to get them still. To
That's
listen.
right. And the vast majority of our inmates are there because of addiction. They're there on drug-related charges. So their time in jail is a time when they can get sober and clean. And so for many of them, it's the only time that they're really even clear enough to hear the word. So we have a real opportunity to reach people when they can actually hear it, because when they're out there using, they just can't.
And you can plant that seed.
That's right.
When the ground is available.
That's right.
Because like you said, when they're out in the world, their life looks different.
And they're in survival mode.
Sure.
They're absolutely just focused on where they're going to sleep that night, where they're going to get their dope.
Oh, goodness.
And so on.
My goodness.
One of the studies that I do is Celebrate Recovery, which is a Christ-centered 12-step support.
Okay.
So we
That's
always
good.
have that running.
Right there at the jail, you have that going. That's great. Now, you mentioned volunteers, and that they really come through their church, and so you're always open for any church to bring in groups. But I'm sure you have a screening process that they go through.
Yeah, the process is really very simple. If somebody is interested in getting involved in our team, they can contact me, and I will email them or send them an application. It's a very brief application. The jail will run a background check, and we will have an hour-long orientation with them, interview type thing, and that's it. And then we get them signed up when they're available to go in.
Do you have any success stories that you can share with us? Some ladies?
Absolutely. We have lots and lots of folks who have been through our program, or at least touched by our ministry. There is one gal that I met many years ago in jail who is now currently giving back by counseling others. We have people in our jail ministry who were once themselves in jail.
Oh, wow.
With Angel Tree, we very often will have volunteers who at one time were served by Angel Tree.
Wow.
And so they want to give back. Sometimes they bring their children who were recipients to come and help out. So it's really, really exciting when I get to see especially a mom, I've got goosebumps, especially a mom who is now being a mom to her children. I'll see pictures, or I'll see them out, and they're being active moms with their kids when once they were estranged from their children because of their addiction.
It is a blessing to see fruits of your labor, isn't it? And know that seed was planted and being harvested.
Right. And
that's
to see God doing what God does.
Oh,
I mean, it's like,
Absolutely.
I tell people all the time, it's like we get to sit on the sidelines and watch God perform His miracles.
Yes, we do. And what a privilege it is.
It really is.
Now, the Angel Tree Project that you work with every year, it's getting ready to start up for this year. And I want you to share what Angel Tree is and how people can get involved with that.
Well, our Angel Tree Habersham is specifically for the inmates at the Habersham County Jail.
Okay.
And the reason that we do Angel Tree is because children are the victims of addiction and of criminal behavior.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are left behind, and they feel the shame, they feel lonely, they feel abandoned by their parent. Very often, before their parent has been incarcerated, they have been bounced from home to home to home because their parent is involved in their addictive lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the effects of addiction in a family are very far-reaching and very, very destructive. So the goal of Angel Tree is to remember not only the children, but the parent who's the incarcerated person and the caregivers of the children. So the children are often left with a grandparent to raise them, or another family member, or sometimes just a friend. And we want them to know that not only do we remember them, but that God remembers them, and that they're not forgotten and they're not alone. So Angel Tree has become kind of a connecting ministry where we're trying to reconnect with the person, but also to help the child know that they're connected with their parent, even if they haven't seen their parent for a long time. I think as a child, to just know that your parent hasn't forgotten you is pretty critical.
Yes, it is.
Even if they've gone on in their life. So what we do with Angel Tree is we get people from all over the community volunteer their time and their resources to provide gifts for the children. And we deliver those gifts individually. We go into the home. We talk with the children, and the caregivers find out if they have any other needs, how we can pray with them. We try to pray with them while we're in the home, try to talk to them about the Lord, help them know that they're not forgotten, that we care about them and that He cares about them. And we also provide a gift bag for every inmate in the jail, because they're also feeling incredibly alone and depressed over the holidays. We want them to know that this community has not given up on them. And so we give them a gift bag. It's just a bag of toiletries. But to them, that's gold when you're in the jail. And so that's pretty much what we do and why we do it.
Right. Now, as far as getting your donations, like for the bags, I know I've participated in that through the Bible study at the Torch, where I attend church, and that the ladies love to collect those items. Do you have a list of those items? Maybe if someone's watching, that we can put up on maybe the website.
I do.
Or we can list that out.
Right.
Or is there a website they can go to?
There's not a website, no.
Okay, so we'll just put that up on the show.
That would be awesome, yes. We just give a gift bag of about 10 items. These items can all be purchased at the dollar store for $1 a piece, so you can fill a bag for $10.
Right.
So we welcome either donations of those items or a $10 donation to fill a bag.
To fill a bag.
Right.
That's a great way to do it too. Yeah, to say $10 fills this bag,
Exactly.
and you can sponsor that bag.
Exactly.
That's great. Now, with the children, do you give toys? Do you ask for monetary donations, and then you go and purchase?
So with the children, we give them gifts that can be either toys or clothing. What we do is I contact every single caregiver, and I get the individual personal wants of that child and their sizes. I write it out on an angel, a paper angel, and either churches or businesses or organizations are willing to sponsor so many angels. We give them those angels. They get people to purchase items for those. They return them to us.
Okay.
We have volunteers that wrap all those things. And then we have another team that delivers all those items. So, and we also put a Bible for each child. So what we are looking for are point people from a church or an organization who's willing to organize the angels. It could be 2, it could be 100. And they tell us how many angels they want. I give it to them. They pass them out. We have a date of, I believe this year, it is December 5th that those angels are due back. The toys are due back.
Do you have a drop-off?
We have a drop-off at Faith Christian Academy next to Central Heights Baptist Church.
All right.
And then on the 8th and 9th, we have volunteers. Anybody who wants to come and wrap for an hour, for a few hours. It's a lot of fun. You come and wrap presents. Even children can come and help out with that. And then on the 10th, December 10th, volunteers will come and pick up a family's gifts. And then they have about a week and a half to deliver those gifts to the family.
Okay.
So those are all the volunteers that we are going to be needing.
Okay.
Generally, one angel or one child gets about 3 gifts, small, medium, and large. So it might be an outfit and a toy, something like that. It's pretty simple. And we also need donations of Bibles.
Okay.
We buy children's Bibles and teen Bibles. They run about $9 a piece.
Okay.
We'll end up needing about 150
Okay.
combined. We also purchase inmate Bibles. This is a year-long process for the inmate Bibles. We get a Bible specifically for them that runs about $5 a piece, or $100 for a case of 20.
Okay.
That's an ongoing need.
Okay.
We also need gift cards, Walmart gift cards of $50, and we use those for the few children that will be outside of our area. We send that to them.
Oh, that's nice.
And also for the very last minute children that we get requests, because of course we're getting requests up until the very end.
Right. So how many do you give to each year?
We'll serve
average?
about 100 families and about 200 children.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right.
That's such a wonderful work. I mean,
it is.
Meaningful.
Right. There are a lot of organizations out there that provide toys for children at Christmas time, but this is very specific.
I was going to ask you, do you have anyone that sponsors, like corporately sponsors you? Or
We don't.
You don't?
We
Okay.
don't. We would love corporate sponsorship.
Yes.
But as of yet, we have not gotten that.
Individuals.
Right.
Well, that's a big God for you.
It truly is. And I'll tell you, when it all comes in that week, when we're organizing everything and wrapping everything, to see the mountains of gifts for these children that are provided one person at a time it's just unbelievable. It's very exciting. So
I know,
God provides one way or the other.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you give those dates again?
Okay.
The date to get your angel tree, the angel from you, would be?
We start giving out angels around November 1st.
Okay.
And we will continue to, of course, get new angels as people come into jail.
Right.
So we continue that process all the way up till almost the due date of the gifts, which is December 5th.
December 5th.
Right, that's
at
a Monday.
Faith Christian Academy.
That's
drop-off.
correct.
Is that an all-day drop-off, or are you going to have some time?
We try to ask people as early as possible.
Okay.
And a lot of churches, what they do is they have their people deliver them on that Sunday, which would be the 4th.
Okay.
And then somebody from the church delivers everything at once to us. But we don't care. Whatever works for them.
Sure. And then as far as your wrapping party.
Wrapping is the 8th and the 9th, which is a Thursday and Friday. And we have refreshments and Christmas music. It's a lot of fun.
Good.
And then
Is that a certain time for that?
Well, we will know that as it gets a little earlier. It's usually from 9 to 3.
Okay.
Depending on the school's
schedule. And things. Yes.
But it's usually 9 to 3.
All right.
And then on the Saturday between 9 and 11, people will come. They'll pick up their families' gifts, and then, as I said, then they've got a week and a half to make arrangements to deliver them.
Okay, awesome. Was there anything else you'd like to share that we haven't covered already?
I do, and that is, I would ask for prayer because addiction has become such a destructive thing in our community. It is destroying families. It's destroying people's lives. And these men and women that are at the Habersham County Jail are somebody's mom and dad. Yeah. And they're somebody's son and daughter, brother and sister. They're not hopeless. No. They need help, but they also need the power of the Lord. So I would just ask the community to be in prayer for them, all of them, including the people who are taking care of these children, because it's not always a great situation.
Right.
And my favorite prayer is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 3 and 6, where Paul tells us that we do have the power to demolish every stronghold. Yes. So I'm claiming that. I would ask our community to claim that and just bind together in prayer for these people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And,
Yeah.
and here at L.A.M.B.S Ministry and Rams Ministry, we will make that a prayer matter
you.
as well. We'll
Thanks.
put that on our list. We have prayer here at the first Friday of every month, so I have my list going, so I will definitely put that down
I
for
appreciate
you.
it.
Well, Marty, thank you for being here, and I just want you to know your ministry matters.
Thanks, Stacy. So my phone number is 706-768-2452. You can email me at martycgdir@hotmail.com. Financial donations for Angel Tree can be sent to Central Heights Baptist Church with a memo for Angel Tree.
If you would like to donate to L.A.M.B.S Ministry, please visit our website, lambsministry.com. All donations are tax deductible and help expand the reach of the ministry. Thank you for your consideration and have a blessed day.